Hi, I'm Michele from Red Feather Networking, here to talk to you about how to navigate your next conference. Today, I'd like to talk about business cards. So I'm going to give you 3 tips on business cards, and I know that you have heard them before, but I think I'm going to give you some ideas that may be useful. Tip number 1, who needs business cards? And this one's really easy. It's everyone. If you are attending a conference, you need a business card. Not only because you're going to need them for the fun giveaways in the expo hall, but you're going to want to, at some point, give your contact information to someone. And you don't want to be reaching for a cocktail napkin and looking for a pen in order to do that. So whether you're employed, unemployed, retired, a new student, whatever it is, make sure that you have business cards. And they don't need to be expensive. There's lots of places online where you can go and get 250 cards for under $20. And that's a great investment. It really is. And if you haven't done it yet, I know we're just 2 weeks away from the conference. It's not too late. Lots of the local office supply stores will allow you to order them online and then pick them up at your local store. So you've got plenty of time. If you're watching this video and you're a little bit closer to the deadline, you can always have them shipped to your hotel so that they're there when you arrive. When you get your business cards, you want to be sure that you carry them appropriately. And I don't think a lot of people put time and energy and thought into this. However, you want to make sure that they're easily accessible when you need them. You don't need to carry all your cards every day. Just make sure you have a good supply for that time. So one thing that I would recommend for both men and women is if you're going to carry a binder to take your notes in, make sure that you get one that has the little pockets on this side. So this way you've got your notepad and then you've got a place where you can keep your business cards there. I'm a little girly, so I carry a business card holder. I got it at the local office supply store and it was under $5. And I really like it because it's got 2 sides. It's got these little strappy things here so they don't fall out. So I can keep my business cards on one side and the cards that I receive on another. It just tucks away. It's very small. I can put it in my pocket, my purse, anything that I want. So this way your cards are protected. They don't get crinkled up. They don't get dirty. It just is a very professional way to present your business cards. Tip number 2. And tip number 2 is probably the most awkward part about business cards. In fact, I think it's one of the reasons people don't order business cards because they don't know how and when to give them out. No one wants to feel like that used car salesman kind of thing. So let me give you some tips on that. One is pretty instantaneous. If someone hands you a card, give them a card. Even if it's not at the point in the conversation where you would normally give a card, if they give you yours, go ahead and make the exchange. Normally what I do is I wait until I'm to a good point in the conversation where they're going to remember that I handed them my business card. So let's say that we are talking about software and you're telling me that your company can't decide between software A, B, and C. And I say, oh, my company went with software C and it had little bugs. I really had to get used to it, but I'm kind of a pro right now. Hey, let me give you my card and I'm going to jot a note right here that says software C. And if your company decides to go with that, please don't hesitate to give me a call. There's no reason for you to reinvent the wheel. I've already worked with the software and I would be happy to answer any of your questions and kind of, be a contact for you. So here, by all means, take my card. By writing the note on the back, pretty much guarantees they're not going to throw your card away. And the fact that you offered a service, offered to help them with something, they're going to remember and they're not going to throw your card away, which is really a great thing. You want to make sure that when they hand you their card, that you treat their card with as much respect and care as you treat your own. So for me, when somebody hands me a card, I automatically open my card case and tuck it away safely with mine so that they can see that I've treated it with the same respect that I do my own. I think this is really important. If you get the binder, try to get the one that has more than one. I don't know that you can see it in here, but there's one section, then there's other little pleats here so that you can take a card and put it in there. Again, this way you're putting their card where you keep your card, and it's just a good gesture. Tip number 3, how to manage your cards after you get them. And I would say how to manage your cards after the conference, but in my opinion, that's too late. I have gone home with literally hundreds of business cards, and when I get there, it's just frustrating. So I actually manage my cards every single night, and trust me, it's not that I go to my hotel room at 7 o'clock at night and, I'm geekily organizing my business cards. But I do make sure that I do it every single evening. And what I do is I sort them out. I look at the ones that I'm never going to contact. And I know that people hate when I say that, but the fact of the matter is, people are going to hand you your business card that you are never going to make a contact with. You didn't get a good vibe, whatever reason. You were just sitting in a session and a guy next to you taps you and says, "Here, I'm from so-and-so," and you're just like, okay, you're never going to use that card. That's fine. Go ahead and get rid of it. It's just going to clutter things up. Of the cards that you have left, you should have cards where people have written notes or you have written notes, and you'll want to have those. The other ones, if you can remember a tip about them, go ahead and write that on there. Then what I do is, thanks to one of my Red Feather friends, we have downloaded Card Muncher from LinkedIn. It's an app for my iPhone, and it's one of the best ones that I've seen. I've tried a few of these and they just never work for me. But this one, you actually take the photo of your card, you can add it right to your contacts, you can make notes on it. It was really, really handy and helpful. If you do not have a smartphone, then organize your cards, and when I get back, what I do is I put them into an Excel spreadsheet. So I'll put conference ASTD Denver 2012, and I will go ahead and do a spreadsheet of all the contact information for that conference and any notes that I have. This way I have everything all in one place, and it's really organized. So, again, your 3 tips are: everyone needs a business card, when to hand out your business card, and don't forget to write a note on the back so they remember who you are, and then how to manage your business cards nightly. So, those are my tips for business card management at the conference, and I look forward to seeing everyone at ASTD in Denver.